Good morning. This is Rachel with Infused Meadows, and we're going to make peanut butter fudge. I got this recipe from my mother, and she got it from a guy named Alton Brown. This is I guess what you call an easy fudge. I personally have not had this, but my husband loves peanut butter. I said I would give this a try, and there was someone specifically that did ask if I had peanut butter fudge. Now, normally I don't like to make something that I myself have not had, but the but in this one is that it's my mama, and if she likes it, and my dad likes it, and my son likes it, then it has to be good. Therefore, I trust it. Okay? So, yeah. We're going to start with 3 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. I have that in this bowl. Now, in this bowl, I have 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of peanut butter. So this is, again, it's called an easy or an easy fudge. And what you want to do is, now I think you should technically use a bigger bowl than what I'm doing. But this was the biggest one that I have that's not busy right now. Me and Saran Wrap over here don't quite get along, so I apologize for the fussing. Alright, so you're microwaving this. Oh, by the way, your brownie pan, 8x8, go ahead. What I do is I drizzle oil in the bottom of my pan, and then I just take and I press down my parchment paper, and then I just flip it over, and then that way some of the oil is already on the parchment paper, and you just push it down to get it nice and in there. There's always that something, that one piece that says no. Anyway, so you want that so that you can pull this out when you're ready, okay? So we're going to microwave this for 2 minutes. Now, I've put my Saran Wrap on there, and, well, I don't have another knife, but, oops, sorry. I do have this knife that is clean. I've just put a new blade on there. And you want to poke holes in your Saran Wrap so that as this, expands in here, you don't have splattering all over your microwave, which is what this is for. And then this will help, keep everything in there from not running over on your bowl. I hope that makes sense. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in the microwave for 2 minutes. And then I'm going to get it out. I'm going to give it a stir to combine the butter and the peanut butter. And then I'm going to put it back in there for another 2 minutes. Okay? And then at that point, we will be back. I'm not taking you over to the microwave because there's no real room over there. I've got my bread box and all that stuff. And anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to shove this in the microwave for 2 minutes and we will be back. Okay, so we are just out of the microwave. Remember that this is very, very hot. You want to, so make sure you take something with you. I also went ahead and grabbed that, but I don't need it. So carefully remove this. And you want to stir this together. As you can see, I'm just gently stirring. There's no point in being aggressive. Plus, it's the smaller bowl. I don't want this splattering everywhere. Right, you cannot use natural peanut butter for this because of the oil that's, okay. If you make peanut butter yourself, all you're doing is taking the peanuts, roasting them in the oven, add salt if you want, and then you're just taking them to your food processor and you're pulsing them for, honestly, it's probably like a good 4 to 5 minutes. When you make it yourself, there is no oil that is coming off that peanut butter. So if you're buying natural peanut butter at the store, you can't use that for this recipe because of the oil that comes off of those, that peanut butter. All right, so you actually have to buy, or you can make your own. I've not made my own in a while. I don't have any peanuts, or else I would. But I just bought this at the store, the peanut butter. Bought the peanut butter at the store. Okay. So that's good and mixed in. What we're going to do is, like I said a minute ago, we are going to take and put this back into the microwave for 2 more minutes. I'm good with touching that. So we'll be back. Okay, so we're back from our second trip into the microwave. Carefully take this off. And this is very, very hot. It is still bubbling, as you can see. Alright, you can do this the other way around if you have a big enough bowl. Unfortunately, this is what I have. It's oddly enough, I noticed that some of the bowls that I have here, they just say they're only good up to 212 degrees Celsius. And since we are basically cooking this, you know, to caramelize, I wasn't quite sure if that was going to be warm enough, and I did not want those bowls to melt. So that's why I'm doing mine probably what looks like backwards. All you want to do now is you're going to start stirring this, and you want to mix this into this powdered sugar very, very well. It is very, very hot. Okay, I think I've said that, but just in cases. This bowl didn't say that it could only be heated up to so much, which is why I didn't mind putting my powdered sugar in here. Alright. We are now going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and mix that in really, really well. Right. Still hot. We've got our pan. Now we want to pour this in. And then you want to smooth this out, just like you would if you were making any other fudge. Oh, 1 second. Alright. Now what we want to do is we want to put this in our refrigerator. And we're going to refrigerate this for a couple of hours. It's already setting up, so that's good. So I will bring you back maybe an hour. I'll test it in an hour. And we'll go from there. Okay? We'll be back. I just wanted to take a quick second while the fudge is in the fridge. It's been 24 hours, so I've taken my rings off. I've tested my seals on the cranberry juice. If you watched that video yesterday, as you can see, cranberry juice, absolutely beautiful. The camera doesn't do it justice for how deep red this is, but I just thought I'd show that. So while things are, you know, while the fudge is in the refrigerator, I'm still doing other stuff. Anyway, just thought I'd show that in case you watched the video and were curious how it turned out the next day. There you go. And I've got them labeled. Okay, we'll be back with the fudge. Okay, it's been an hour and a half, and so I've just taken this out of the refrigerator. And there you go. All you want to do now is just make sure you cut it, put it in an airtight container, and I'm sure with most fudges, this should be good in an airtight container for at least a week. Okay? So, when cutting fudge, if you have it, the best way is always to have a knife that is, you know, if you have it longer than your product. Mine is going to be not quite long enough, but it's the longest one I got. So I will cut this, get this into a container, and then set it on the counter. There you go. I hope that you make this. I hope you like it. Just thought I'd go ahead and start cutting. So I hope you make this. I hope you like it. And if not, then hey, as always, I hope you find the recipe that's out there and right for you. And I hope that you have yourself a very wonderful day.